you really think that I would ever be with you?
And that, that hurt, you know?
I can't do this. It's over.
Oh.
There is no us, okay? There will never be an us. How?
It's Titan! It's Titan, not Hal!
There's someone else. I've fallen in love with someone else.
And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
Man, a villain arc is so necessary in your life, and it's going to provide you so much more benefit than that girl ever did or ever will. If anything, if I ever run into that first ex-girlfriend of mine, I'll just thank her, honestly. Although I was lost straight after, I had to find myself. Every man needs to go through a villain arc, and I'll tell you why. Eventually, laziness, boredom, doubt just becomes irrelevant. From something that is your daily mindset, a bit lazy, doubtful, fearful. When you start that villain arc, that laziness, boredom, doubt, it honestly just becomes irrelevant. So irrelevant. Now, keyword irrelevant, because it doesn't disappear. The laziness, the doubt, and the fear, it is very much there more than ever. But when that villain arc just hits you, all of those negative habits and emotions just become irrelevant. But like I said, they don't disappear. You just don't care anymore. You just honestly have had enough. I don't care how tired I am, but the pain, which is fuel, is so much higher than the laziness. Even if you'd flooded your brain with dopamine all day, eating junk food all day, eating shit, and had zero sleep, that pain is still higher than how you're feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? And that pain is fuel. It's actually such a blessing. That's why I'm saying you need this villain arc, because it's free fuel, and a lot of it. Like, I just remember being up at 3 a.m. some nights, just like pumping out bicep curls, just pumping them out. I was just in so much pain, had so much fuel that boredom and laziness was just irrelevant to me. Just completely became irrelevant. Just like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man in No Way Home said.
At some point, I stopped pulling my punches. I got rageful. I got bitter.
Obviously, that's not very healthy. You know what I'm saying? This villain arc is not healthy initially, but it is healthy in the long term, okay? Sometimes you've got to go through it in order to see the benefits in the future. Eventually, you just stop caring. You just stop caring about how you feel. Tired, lazy, too small, too fat. You just don't care. You just go into the gym and you start working on business, and you start working on yourself. You start working on your mind, body, and your soul. Your ego is just stripped. Your old self has just been destroyed. That guy was absolutely obliterated in the battle of love, you know, with that girl. She defeated him. He's done. So now you've got to build this new guy, this new person. And honestly, I'm telling you guys, in this villain arc, all your insecurities, you just don't care about your insecurities anymore.
Cut me off
Eventually,
cold.
It sounds like this.
And that hurt, you know? And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.
What I'm saying is, during this villain arc, the only thing that you care about is growth. Your mind elevates, your physique. You are in the gym all the time, and your physique just starts growing. You've got so much rage. That needs to come out after being broken up with in your villain arc. you just start growing, and your soul starts to elevate as well, because you've got so much mental clarity now after thinking for yourself so much. You're not on your phone, you're not doom scrolling. Your mind is actually, although it was in so much turmoil, it's starting to become clear. Your physique is obviously being worked on every single day, and the result of your mind and body being worked on, your soul has a new home. Like, this is your home, you know what I mean? Like, you live in your body forever. Well, until you die, obviously, physically. But your soul, this is where your soul lives. Your soul lives in this meat suit. And you're giving it a new home. Thus, this Villan Arc, towards the end of it, start to feel your soul sort of expand a little bit, you know? And you can start to feel your aura sort of coming out of its shell again. Just how it did in phase 1, but except this time you're in a jacked, handsome, tall, ripped, confident guy's physique. And yeah, that's it. Growth, pride, success and size is all you will see during this Villan Arc, and especially after. Now, it does end. The Villan Arc does end. It doesn't last forever. Thank goodness, because you'd be a pretty strange guy if you were just consistently in a Villan Arc for your whole life. It can last longer than others. Some people, you're in it for a year. Some people, you're in it for 3 months, or anything in between. I think my Villan Arc was at least a good, it's quite long. It's like a good year and a bit. I was going through mine, and that's beautiful, man. I had a whole year and a bit of straight growth. I'm in a phase now where I'm good. SubhanAllah, all glory to God. I am like, life's not perfect at all. Very grateful for everything I have, but like, I'm not raging like I was back then. So laziness is a little bit more relevant to me, because I'm not so filled with rage where I don't care about laziness anymore, because it's obviously quite comforting now. So that's where discipline comes in. But you don't need discipline in your Villan Arc, you know? Eventually you'll complete this Villan Arc. There you are, at the end of it, and you'll find yourself as a hero. You'll eventually, like, one day you'll just wake up and that turmoil and rage will have just disappeared. Like the fuel has just run out. And then you wake up sort of like it was some kind of dream, and you look in the mirror and you look around you and you see what you've accomplished environmentally, physically, mentally, and the next phase of life begins, the hero's journey. But before becoming a hero, that Villan Arc is necessary. And as much as I don't want to say I hope you go through one, I do hope you go through one, man. And if you've not been broken up with yet for the first time, wait for it. And if you're currently going through it right now, I'm telling you, man, this is going to be the best thing that's ever happened to you. And I wouldn't have believed that if you told me that when I was going through, when that had happened to me. I wouldn't have believed you, but I would have been proven very wrong. And if you're in phase 3, I hope this was a nice reminiscent of what you've gone through and what I've gone through together. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you can agree with me. You can put it down in the comments below. How important was your Villan Arc to you? And how is your hero's journey going, man? I'd love to know. Hope will replace despair. The energy fueled by anger will now be fueled by life. You'll find closeness to God, and you'll feel a much deeper connection to Him, inshallah, as you realize He's been with you the whole time. And you might not have even known it, but it's just like, come out of it, you know that you've just been looked after and been protected and at least been watched over. Sometimes it's just nice having someone watch you. Not to go off tangent, but do you ever remember being a kid and it's sports day at school, or you're in a karate competition or your dance show? When you're a kid, you are just looking for your mum or your dad or your guardian, whoever it was. And as soon as you clock them in the crowd, as a kid, you're like, all right, I'm good. This is just like God. And when you're a kid, you don't physically want your mum or your dad to come up on stage and help you through the dance or help you fight this kid in the karate competition or run with you during sports day. But just knowing that they were watching gives you that confidence, you know? So that's personally what I've felt with my relationship with God, and inshallah, I hope the same thing for you. And that's it, guys. Join the Telegram if you haven't already, link down below. Follow me on Instagram. That is also linked down below as well. If you want to chat to me, then obviously just send me a message, man. I don't mind. I'm a bit of a voice note king, so you can expect some of those if you do message me. And yeah, man, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, and I see you guys. Let's just take each other to a new level. Mind, body, and soul. Stay strong, stay disciplined, stay hydrated, all the above. And see you next time.
You know?
Peace.
And I think that flipped this switch in me where I was like, okay, fuck you, watch this.